It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us here on the morning show here on XL7. I'm Bob Zadora filling in for the day with Scooter Callis right here. The master of the boards and the buttons and all the slides.
I'm great at pushing
everything.
buttons.
He's good at pushing buttons.
I've got that down to an art form. So how's your week?
Good.
Seems like it's been a little bit for you since I've seen you.
A couple days.
Yeah,
but it's been
exactly.
Yeah. You never know.
Hey, the weather's starting to change, though. It's not as hot as it was.
Not as hot as it was. No, it's not. It's good. Humidity's down a little bit. It's supposed to get nicer the next couple of days. That'll be good. We'll appreciate that.
The problem's been, and I know, summertime, you're going to have heat days, and really our summer's not been bad. But it's the nights that have been so hot that is kind of weird. Normally we cool down when the sun goes down, everything cools down, and especially the campers and stuff that we get a lot of people camping and a lot of people still tenting it and doing things like that. And it had to have been miserable in that much heat and humidity that stayed all night.
Yeah.
And that's what I hate when it's camping and everything's just sticky, and it's
sticky.
Yeah.
It's just what it is. I know, because I go out with the dog about 9:45. It's our last stop. And you open that door and you go, oh, man, hurry up, get outside before we lose all the air in the house.
And most of the camping's by the lake, so you expect to heat during the day, and you're going to jump in and you're going to cool down, and it's going to be great. But at night, that's the weird part for me. Normally, our nights aren't that hot.
No, and that's why we're getting all the fog and all the other things that you get because of all the humidity that's in the air.
But it's cooling down right now. So we got a couple
the days are getting
here.
shorter. You can see the days are getting shorter. A little bit on the back, a little bit on the front. I noticed it. Got up this morning. I was like, yeah, it really is. You doing it every day, you don't notice it as much. But when you don't do it for like a week, when you're doing them in week sections like that, you really notice the difference in the time. In the evening too, with the sun.
I can see that.
Yeah, well, they are getting shorter. I mean, as soon as we got past the equinox, June 21st, they start getting that way. So we'll just keep moving forward and enjoying life here in God's country.
You bet.
Yes, indeed.
Best place to live, right?
Yes, sir, it is. Speaking of God's country, we'll open up with our morning prayer, brought to you by Hospice of the Ozarks, 870-508-1771. They're here for all of your needs. Let me move this thing over here. I feel like I'm yelling at it. Sorry, is that better?
Yeah.
Probably going to have to change your things.
No, you're fine.
They're here for all your needs to help you get through times of need. They're there to guide you and give good advice. And that's the important thing, is getting good advice and being able to move forward. Hospice of the Ozarks brings you the morning prayer. Sarah.
Lord, we just thank you for this day that you made. We thank you for what you're doing in and through this community. It's amazing, Lord. We thank you so much, Lord. And we thank you for providing everything that we need. Everything that we need, you have it, Lord. And we just thank you so much. Help us press on in you, Lord God, because in you, all things are possible. You're the God of possible, Lord God. And I just thank you so much. Thank you so much for the soldiers and the first responders that go out and fight for this country, that just answer the call. They're truly inspiration, Lord. And we thank you for the people in it, Lord God. And in Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Amen. Morning prayer brought to you by Hospice of the Ozarks, 870-508-1771. Like I say, they're there to help with long-term needs, short-term needs, get you pointed in the right direction, getting you a break, which is probably the bigger thing that they can really do, is just
they're there for the whole family.
The caretaker a break and just a little piece of their own.
Yeah, part of what they do is respite care, and that's just to give the caretakers breaks and let them to. And people don't realize a lot of times if you don't stop and take care of yourself, how much damage you're doing to yourself, and you don't know it.
Right, and and you're not helping as well as you think you are.
Yep.
So, Hospice of the Ozarks, they're there for all of that. We're going to take a quick break and from a little commercial here from the Z team, and we'll be right back with the weather, dam reports, pollen, and anything else we can think of. Stick around for a minute here on the morning show. Be right back.
Hi, this is Bob Zadora, Executive Broker at Century 21 Lemac Realty. The Z-Team would like to welcome all of our summertime visitors to the beautiful Twin Lakes area. If you find yourself falling in love with our lakes, rivers, and people, the Z-Team can be your buyer's agent at no fee to you. We'd like to help you explore the possibility of calling the beautiful Ozarks your new home.
Call the Z-Team, Bob and Linda Zadora, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 870-405-0793. RetireToArkansas.net.
The weather, the pollen, the dam reports, anything else we decide to fill with. Is brought to
Anything
you-
else we bundle in and
That's
throw
right.
in there.
Is brought to you by the Z-Team. Z-Team at Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East here in Mountain Home. We're here for all your real estate needs. We're here to help you buy, to sell, give advice, and that's what we do. We've been doing it for over 20 years now, and we've helped a lot of people, and that's what it's all about. Really, is helping people and getting that, getting them to where they want to be, getting them to the right home for the right time of their life, and we've been very successful with that. So, you have any questions? Give my honey a call. She's at 870-405-0793, and the cameras are on our website, RetireToArkansas.net. And this is what you'd see right now, looking over the White River down on Cotter. To the far right is Mountain Home. To the far left is Bull Shoals and Missouri's dead ahead. You can see the Witch's Tower the Witch's Hat water tower there, sticking up in the middle. Not much fog today, not much breeze either. There we go. That's good.
Just
That's
switch
better.
color
It
tones.
just switch color, yeah. Good. You can see the baseball field down there, Ruston Haven Bridge. I'm surprised. There were a lot of guys out yesterday fishing, but the water's not moving very fast today. I don't know what the dams are, but it
There's
must
not a
just
whole
be
lot,
like,
whole
yeah,
lot
they're not
going
moving
on.
much out. Which is a change because it's been they've been moving a lot of water through there with the heat in Texas.
When they slow down the water, you'll see the fishermen coming.
Yeah. But the Browns, they like to get the Browns when the water's really rolling.
Yeah.
And they're out. I'm going to take their word for it. That's how I judge it. But the dam, Scooter's going to run through some other photography that we've got on there, the motion camera, and I'll go through the temperatures. Currently in Mountain Home, it's 73, Harrison 74, as is Batesville. It's 73 in Yellville, 72 in Marshall. Salem is 71. Mountain View is 72. Calico Rock 72. West Plains, Missouri breaks the mold there, and they're at 69 degrees. Springfield's at 75. It's 70 in Poplar Bluff and 70 in St. Louis.
Not bad.
It's not bad at all. It's better than it's been. Mm-hmm. Pretty soon they'll be down in the upper 60s and stuff. I mean, it's seasonal.
Yeah.
It's kind of the way it's supposed to be. Little fog, but not much. Just the humidity's not quite as bad as it has been.
You always get a little fog right around this curve right here.
Just kind of because it's the way the water comes down the river that way, and then it gets caught up in a little island that's out there, and just kind of, it's like it stops it. And the moisture builds up in there.
Makes some pretty shots, though.
It does.
All right, we'll take a look at the radar.
Go with the radar here. The radar is showing.
They've changed the map a little bit. I don't know if I'm real big on it, but everybody keeps making changes.
Yeah. There's. Yeah, man. Well, at least didn't come up and ask me if I wanted to change the other thing. You can see there's some rain coming down here, coming through Kansas, Nebraska. Some of that's working its way here. I don't know that it will all make it. There's a chance of showers, but that's about it. I don't think we're looking at any rain. As we zoom in to where we are. Why is it going on? There we go. It should be coming in, right? Well, that's what they changed. They changed the direction of it.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. So there's a few pop-up showers, Bull Shoals, maybe towards Gasville. No way to tell how much of that is actually even hitting the ground. Yeah,
May get a
that is
sprinkle or two,
different
but
net.
that'll be about it.
Yeah. So you get a little sprinkle, hit the wipers, get the car dirty. But that's about it. Statewide, there's really nothing going on. It's going to affect us, that's for sure. Nothing in this pile out here in Oklahoma. We'll see how long that lasts. Look for watches and warnings. There's heat advisories to our south, down to Louisiana, East Texas. This is a flood warning here in Oklahoma, flash flood warning. So we'll hope that that doesn't come to be. 7-day forecast today, high of 88. That'll be nice. High of 88, mostly sunny. Tonight, 72, partly cloudy. 91 tomorrow with a 20% chance of showers. Tomorrow night, 71 with slight chance of showers. Saturday, 82. Ooh, partly
Nice.
sunny. 67 Saturday night. Sunday, 84. 67 Sunday night. And Monday down to 86. Well,
See-
we could take this
See
for
what
a
I
few days.
thought? Those people camping this weekend.
Oh,
This
yeah.
would be
This
the
is
weekend
the week
to do
you
it.
wanted to be
Yeah.
camping. Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. Yes, indeed.
Nice, cool evenings, and
Oh,
then
beautiful. Nice for the
Yes.
fire, a little breeze, blow of smoke. Yeah. Pollen count. Nothing. Grass pollen today will be moderate. Tomorrow will be moderate. Saturday will be low. Ragweed, nothing. Dam reports on North Fork Lake. Current level is 555.61, which is 3.6 feet above pool. And Norfolk has no generation at all. Bull Shoals is at 660.03, which is 1 foot above the pool, and they have minimum flow going, as you could see. That's all it is. It's not really very much.
no.
And the boys will be out fishing, but it would be a great day, a great weekend. You're right, to be camping. This would be very nice.
You're going to be going out camping. This would be it.
Yeah. Weather, dam reports, I'm like way ahead of where I should be. Where I usually am. Wow.
Yes, usually
Sorry, bud.
you're a lot more long-winded.
I am. Yes. Dam reports, weather, brought to you by the Z Team at Century 21 Lee Mac Realty. Great company. Jewel does a great job of owning it, of managing it, of trying to juggle all the balls that she's got going because of running and managing a company like that and all the other agents. And we try to do our best to can to not cause problems. But there's stuff that comes up, and
I imagine.
you got to bring the phone and say, yeah, we got a little issue here. What do you think? And even with
I get it.
all the time in grade, sometimes you need another opinion and go, okay, yeah, how about this instead?
She's a good opinion to get, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's a lot of companies in town, and she's got the time and the grade, and she's got the experience of
Yeah.
doing the whole thing. I mean, she started as a secretary and worked her way up, and that, it's a good thing. It's a very good thing. It's good to have a look at the whole business. Like
Yes. Yes.
So, all right, we're going to come back. We're going to take a break, and we will be back with community news and events. And there's actually stuff here. Thank you for listening and sending it in. Appreciate it. So we'll take a break, and we'll be right back here on the morning show here on XL7.
Your senior healthcare specialist is VACO Insurance in Mountain Home. Retired law enforcement and disabled veteran owner Frank VACO and staff can help you with all your insurance needs. VACO Insurance provides coverage for most carriers in the area, such as Medicare, Affordable Care Act, individual, or any other health or life insurance options. With over 13 years experience and agents in multiple areas and locations throughout northern Arkansas and southern Missouri, VACO Insurance is the right choice to handle all your insurance needs. That's VACO Insurance, located in Mountain Home.
For all things glass, contact the professionals at Clear Results Glass in Mountain Home. Whether you're needing a rock chip repair or a full windshield replacement, Clear Results Glass can take care of all of your automotive glass needs with fast turnarounds at competitive prices. They service business and residential customers and can custom cut any glass or provide you with the right fit for your home windows, sliding doors, commercial glass, or even a frameless shower enclosure. Contact Clear Results Glass today for a quote or to schedule your next glass project. That's Clear Results Glass, located in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care in Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Oh, honey, we've had such a wonderful vacation here in the Ozarks. I really hate to go home.
I know. The lakes, the rivers, they've all been great for fishing. Oh, and the boating and the swimming.
And the people are so nice in the stores and restaurants.
Let's call an agent and see if we can make Mountain Home our new home.
Call the Z-Team, 870-405-0793. Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East, Mountain Home.
870-405-0793. Hello, Z-Team?
When a job changes, the Kubota RTVX changes with it. Built for the work and built around you. Load the bed, hit the trail, and take on what's next with confidence. Gear up, load, haul, repeat. The Kubota RTVX. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for $0 down, 2.99% APR up to 36 months.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home.
And we're back here on the morning show here on XL7. It's time for community news and events.
By Ozark Farm and Lawn.
Ozark Farm and Lawn. The dealership, the deals.
They've got a ton of deals going on right now. When you go to their website, they have always got good deals, but their financing options, everything is amazing.
Under promotions, they've got savings for your big summer projects. They got Kubota's, obviously. Kubota's a big sponsor for them, but they have other things as well.
Yep.
They got blue ones, they got yellow ones, they got, which is all it is to me. It's blue ones and yellow ones. I don't know my heavy equipment. There are things that I know. That's not one of them. But they've got.
And I've had both from there. All but one of my tractors I've bought from there. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
And I've had both the orange and the blue. I had the Kubota and the New Holland. And they're both great in their own ways. And that's why I really recommend people to go out and get on it, drive it around a little bit, use whatever attachment you're wanting to put on there, get the feel of it, because there are some differences. And they're built that way.
Sure.
You know,
well, that's why they make different brands.
Yeah. And so you try them out, and the staff is so knowledgeable that they will tell you what attachments are better for this, what attachments are better for that. They'll walk you through every step. They're awesome.
Yeah, and to be able to go out there and talk to them and say, this is what I want to do. I've got this much land. I want to be able to put in this. Some guys just want to go out and garden a little bit. Some guys want to put big trails through their property and stuff. So you need different equipment for that. Ozarks Farm and Lawn can help you with all of that.
I remember when I went in there one time, I was buying a new tractor, and we were going through all the stuff I needed, and one of the front end loaders, he's like, "This is what comes with it, but I don't recommend that. Mm-hmm. I recommend putting on this. This is the reason why. This is going to be better. This is going to." So it is pretty cool to get somebody that knows what they're talking about, and they want to build that to the best for your use.
Because they don't want you coming back saying, "Hey, this thing don't work."
They want you happy.
Yeah, it does work, but not the way you're using it. So
they do
the
a
right
great
tool
job.
for the right job.
Great service center, really knowledgeable staff. They can get you going if you need something. Huge parts department. It's amazing how many parts they keep in stock. I got an old Kubota M9000 right now. I can go in there with the part, and they're going to walk back there and
come out with.
And I'm going to go in there saying, I need this doodad, whatever, and then they're going to come back and tell me what that part's called.
That's good.
That's how it works.
That's how it's supposed to work.
But no, they're great company. They carry so much in inventory. If you go out there and look at their, if you're looking for something, they're probably going to have it.
Good chance. Or they will get it very fast because they know the parts that they need to do. So I'd ask people to send stuff in, and I got a bunch of stuff in front of me today.
You do. You asked for it.
I did. That's what we want. Scholarships for single parents. This is from, I hate when it's just all the acronyms and not a real.
Yeah.
Whoever ASPSF.org is, the application scholarships for single parents is for fall scholarships. The deadlines are August 1st to September 1st, and then they will have in spring, January, and February, and summer next May and June. You can receive up to $1,600 to pay for any expense you encounter while in school, and they have a support system, mentors, workshops, and things like that. So you can contact them at 501-858-2010. These are awarded to single parents in all Arkansas counties and someplace in Texas as well. So, but call them 508-858-2010. Arkansas Regional Arts Council is having an art show and a silent auction on Thursday, August 6th, which is next Thursday. At 6 p.m., there's paintings donated by area artists. There'll be music, food, fun, entertainment. Bids start at $16. It'll be at the Shed. Admission is free. Proceeds will benefit the Ozarks Regional Arts Council. Cool. That's a good.
If you want more information, you can actually watch Tuesday shows. We had them on Tuesday.
Oh, they were on Tuesday? Great. Yep. Great. The Bob Davis Veterans Center at 421 East 9th Street at Mountain Home. They're having a pancake breakfast next Saturday from 8 till 11. You can get pancakes, eggs, sausage, biscuits, and gravy. It's $10 a plate. For more information, you can call 870-404-6556. Make plans to eat with us and help support the Bob Davis Veterans Center. We were there last month with the boys. The three of us went. We had a great time, and we'll be there for this one as well.
Awesome.
Bomber Fest, First Security Bomber Fest, August 14th at 5 p.m. in Bomber Stadium. Are you fired up? Enter the KTLO Barbecue Challenge. Admission, individual packages, food snacks. Oh, for you to bring. Okay, that's what gets you in. Individually packaged foods, snack items, macaroni and cheese, or a container of peanut butter. These will all be used for the Backpack for Kids program for Mountain Home students. Come out and support your Bombers and join the fun. KTLO Barbecue Contest, the Spirit Booth, Contest and People's Choice Award. There'll be a helicopter ball drop, a golden football hunt for 6th grade and below. Okay. Stickers, tattoos, high school cheers and dance, obstacle course. They got a bunch of stuff. Arkansas National Guard, blow-up obstacle course. Music is going to be by DJ Peace. Come out and say hi to Bob. There's volleyball. Bomberfest activities begin at 5. The obstacle course will be like 5:45. Barbecue teams. You should be ready to go by 6. There's a golden football hunt. National anthem at 6:55. Moment of silence in honor of Coach Webb. Center stage announcements at 7. And then football. We'll finally get around to football at 7:30 for 7th, 8th, and 9th grade instructions. And then there'll be a high school practice after that. So that's brought to you by KTLO, First Security, and a whole bunch of other sponsors will be involved in this, I'm sure. And that is set for August 14th at 5 o'clock. You'll hear about that one again. There's going to be a military past and present First Responders Appreciation Night, August 28th. There'll be a 6 p.m. dinner for military first responders and one guest. A reservation deadline is August 14th. Submit a photo for the halftime slideshow to, I'll give you the number. Free T-shirts for military and first responders. All these can purchase also by using the link below. Visit the link below, which you don't have. For dinner and RSVP and T-shirts ordered by August 14th. So this is the game Here we go here. For any questions, contact Aubrey. It's 740-288-5317. And it'll be the Bombers versus the Cardinals at 7 o'clock. It'll be a good night. August 28th. Is that a real game? That's like that'll be the beginning of.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, opening day. All right. Sorry, I got lost on that one. And that's community news and happenings. Did I miss anything?
One thing I do want to mention is, and we encourage you to bring in your community news.
Yes.
I mean, that's been the big thing. But make sure you write everything out. QR codes do not help us to understand what's going on.
We can't get them on the screen and people.
It just doesn't come out right. And we get flyers all the time that have all the information's on this QR code. Well, that doesn't help us to explain it to everybody else.
Exactly. We need phone numbers and contact information. And I'm sure this is a great scholarship program, and I'm not trying to be cute, but I have no idea who they are.
Yeah.
We need whole names.
Give us information.
We're here to help, but you got to help us help you. That's part of it as well.
Remember, we're just reading what you put on that flyer.
Exactly. So, anything we can do to help, please do. Send it in, bring it in, drop it off, and we're here to help for Community News and News. And that's brought to you by Ozark Farm and Lawn, dealership that deals, and they're at 870-425-3434, and they're at actually 4423 Highway 62 West, which is by the Buford cutoff over there.
Yeah.
You can't miss them.
Just head west out of Mountain Home towards Gatsville. You'll see them on the right. Can't miss them.
Can't miss them. Stick around. We're going to be back. We have guests. We have a real guest this morning. Thanks for joining us here on The Morning Show. We'll be right back.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as it would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite, climate-controlled, and air-filtered boarding facility in the area, with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Providing caring, compassionate services at an affordable price is our goal at Connor Family Funeral Home. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that treats our friends and neighbors just like family, with a wide range of services and options to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area. Connor Family addresses all the details with no hidden fees, so you can rest assured that you are treated like family for a more personalized and worry-free service. That's Connor Family Funeral Home, where compassion and affordability meet, located in Mountain Home.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Sleep Mart is
We're back here on the morning show, and we have Barkley Terry from Terry Appraisals. There's some, obviously, with the real estate end of things, the appraiser has got the final say as far as where we are with the deals. whether the bank is going to loan you the money that you're trying to get for a mortgage, or even if you're a cash deal and you want to come in and make sure that this property is actually worth what the seller wants for it and what you were willing to pay for it when you made the offer. And sometimes people think about that afterwards and they go, maybe I'm a little high. Is it really worth that? And that's what the appraisers do.
Yeah, with the appraisals, there's some changes coming down the line. Not anything that probably didn't need to happen, but there's a new form coming out. And anytime there's a new form coming out and the way that our software providers or the way we're used to doing things changes, it's going to just create delays. That's what I see to be the most impactful, is the delays. It's going to be a lot of not automated, but more fill out this box, check this. So where in appraisals, we have many different forms we use, Bob, for manufactured homes or a land appraisal or a traditional house.
Sure, because they're all different.
This is one form, and it starts to change based on the information you put in. So it could be a very, very great thing in time. It's just going to take a little time.
We know how everybody is with change. Nobody likes change.
Nobody likes change, and in an industry, my industry being the appraisal industry, we're a heavy laden industry with most of the appraisers being over the age of 55 to 60.
Yeah.
That's what I'm most fearful of, is some won't want to make the change and they'll decide to start to bow out, seek early retirement, and go that direction.
Yeah.
Blessings, that means work for those getting into the business and stuff like that. It also just means that there could be potential delays as the amount of working appraisers may not be able to handle the volume.
Yeah. And and there are only so many, obviously, and the area gets bigger. Appraisals state to state, are they the same in every state? Does Arkansas have different rules for appraisals than you would in Missouri? Or
no, the rules and confinements of an appraisal are pretty much the same, nationally set. Now, different banks may have different rules and things like that, but it's all just little bitty things. Overall, it's the same. It's just we need more appraisers, and in a lot of different communities. So, but. We're working on that at Terry Appraisals. We have 3 trainees underneath.
You've got people. You came and spoke to the North Central Board?
I did speak with the board. We have 3 trainees right now learning the business, very, very sharp individuals. And I think given the timing of this, which every bank's supposed to be able to implement this by November. What this is, though, I want to be clear, is this is for secondary long-term fixed-rate mortgages. This is what it's implemented for. So November is a great time to implement something, Bob. You know from your business, it starts to slower.
Right.
And hopefully by the time things pick up in March, we're able to handle the newness of it and the volume.
So these changes that are occurring, they're being mandated by?
They are being mandated by Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac.
Okay.
They're the ones that start all form changes.
Yeah, and they're the ones that have all the money.
Yeah,
they're the ones who really underwrite all the loans.
They're the ones that start these processes, and it's an effort. There's a lot of good stuff, but to create a more uniform form, and that will allow for better. They're hoping for better appraisal consistency, easier reviews. And I'm sure at some point, some way, integrating AI and information like that to not only review but potentially look at things.
So because they are the source of all funds, so they're looking for a consistency, and this is going to be implemented everywhere. This is going to be from Chicago to L.A. to Dallas to Gasville to Snow. I mean,
Yeah.
So everybody. So I'm going to imagine a lot of these forms, because they don't really look at us. We're flyover country. I'm sure Arkansas has like no input into what these forms are going to entail. Have you seen what it is they're looking for?
I don't think they're specifically looking for anything. They're looking for more consistency and more transparency in how stuff me and you talk about every day, Bob, how adjustments are calculated. Why did you call this site worth this, but you adjusted this comparable site at that?
Yeah.
They're looking to get more consistency in there, and probably a form that they, from a national standpoint, a computer AI standpoint, can analyze in an easier fashion to find inconsistencies. Does that make sense?
No, especially for them.
Yeah. With a change in form, you're allowing the computers and database and AI technology to be able to analyze inconsistencies among different appraisers.
And there is that. There's no question that
Correct.
there is that.
And now that we can change the form to one standard form, then we can start to look at, well, why are these inconsistencies happening?
So a house that's similar in size and location, but it has a pool, how much credit do you give for the pool based on, but if you take that from a pool that's based on something 50 miles from here,
right,
that's not really the same.
Not the same.
That pool doesn't have the same weight there that it does here.
Not the same.
So
It's going to create, which we already do it at Terry Appraisals. We have extensive narrative. We try to explain and quantify all adjustments that we make. We feel like when, Bob, you deal in people's homes, and a lot of times their biggest asset,
Sure.
when you do that, you have a responsibility to give the best information you can possibly give.
Right.
And we don't take that lightly. And I think nothing's going to change for us. We're just going to have to learn to play with a different tool.
Yeah. So are you going to go out like with pads now, and that'll help speed this along? And
we have made ourselves, minus 2 sheets of paper, almost 100% digital from everything that we do. And I think we will probably start to integrate maybe some iPad technology while in the field. The problem is where we are, it's very rural.
Yeah.
Monday alone, I rode the ferry at Peel to get from one home to the other. So, and iPads are great. That doesn't mean that cell service is also great.
Yeah, true.
So, I hope to be able to utilize as much technology as possible to streamline this process.
What kind of things are they looking for?
From what kind of things should the general public be looking for?
Yeah, we'll do the general public, and then we'll do what the forms and stuff are going to.
General public should be looking for, an appraiser. When you sell your house, here's where I really think the general public's going to see a big change. You're going to see appraisal fees go up. That's probably reasonable, seeing how they haven't seen much increases in about 10 years.
Oh.
So I would say they've remained reasonably consistent. You're going to see fees go up. Those will end up trickling down to the borrower in some form or fashion. And you're going to see delays. A closing that used to happen in 30 days may now take 45 to 60.
Yeah.
That's
going to be a big hit.
That's going to be hard.
Yeah.
And so patience is going to be a virtue in that, and getting ducks in a row before that the appraiser comes out. It's just going to cause delays. But I hope by March those delays start to mitigate themselves.
Yeah.
As far as your other question, Bob, was,
well, the part of the time that extra time it's going to take you to get these done. What type of information are they looking for?
They're still looking for the same information that they're previously, that I'm going to go to the office this morning and put into another form. They're still looking for all the same information, which is what's the foundation system? What's the siding? What's the roof? How old is it? They're still looking for all the same information. They just want it input into a different form that allows for more consistency amongst all appraisers and easier review and readability for AI and the people that are looking for these consistency. Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, FHA, VA, RD.
Because they're looking for, like, VA looks for different things.
Right.
RD looks for different things. Right. Fannie and Freddie are pretty much the same. It's pretty close.
Yeah.
But that's for like 30-year loan, 30-year mortgages.
30-year
stuff
mortgages,
like
yeah. And it can get super confusing. Only thing I could caution any of the general public is if you do get an appraisal and you have questions, you should be able to ask your lender and then maybe ask the appraiser, hey, I don't understand why you did this. Please explain that to me. But all the adjustments and information should still be there. We're just kind of changing how it's delivered.
So are they more interested in, obviously, footage of the house and, like you say, foundations, roofs, things like that? Numbers of bedrooms and bathrooms, that's in there now?
I don't think that has any consequence. The home is what the home is.
Yeah.
I think the consequence comes in, for years, Bob, we've had a bunch of different appraisers that I may have adjusted the square footage of the house at $65. And Joe down the street, that is also an appraiser, adjusts at $85 a square foot.
Right.
And then you got another one that, well, I've been adjusting everything at $55 a square foot. And so it creates inconsistencies.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Now, with that being said, it is merely an opinion of value. So opinions can change, and they can vary. But it should be a little bit more consistent. The layout of the house, you guys don't do inspection. There's an inspection process for the VA, and that's changed a little bit. Correct.
They knocked some of the termite stuff off and things like that, and there's been a few changes there, I know. Before, like for the RD and things like that, they used to have to go to class. Remember them going to class, but you also had to have like thermal pane windows. You had to have things like that, and some of that stuff has fallen by the wayside. Which it was probably better to have kept it and help new homeowners what to do to own a home, because you can, this is great, it's our first home,
right?
But they've been renters for a while,
right?
And they don't know that when that thing starts to leak, that you need to do something with it right away.
And there's a lot of changes going on right now, especially in this industry. There's an appraisal foundation that's pretty much the appraiser's governing body. They're making a lot of changes, trying to rewrite the way people can get into the profession. It's been very difficult in the past, with a lot of stops and hard access points. So they're doing some work right now to try to change that. I got an information yesterday that FHA changed their well and septic requirements. Used to, they had their own requirements that FHA, and their infinite knowledge, set for all of the United States, and they redacted that yesterday or a couple of days ago and said, no, as long as it meets your local codes, we'll accept it.
Oh, good.
So that's a great thing.
That's a good,
yeah, you should trust your local codes.
Sure.
So, and that may vary. I would imagine the local codes in Arkansas are quite different than the local codes in South Dakota. So, I think that's positive change. It looks like there's a lot of good things, but with all that, it just takes some time to implement.
Yeah, well, it will, and there'll be an adjustment period. And I think that you'll see some of the people will walk and say, yeah, we're done. And they'll be so they're going to have to lighten up a little bit on requirements for appraisers, not to just make it easier, but just to make it more welcoming.
Correct.
For people to come in to get into the profession.
Correct.
And that's a good thing, to have new people, a little fresh blood, to kind of get a different look at things. So, well, why do we do this way?
Right.
That's how stuff like that would change in the septic side.
Correct.
Somebody who's been in different places go, this is silly.
Yeah.
Because they are different. And when you get that, even with the contracts, real estate contracts, they're for the whole state, the disclosures.
Mm-hmm.
People go through that. I don't have a gas line under my house.
Right.
Or they'll think that the gas line, the regular 1-inch gas line, is what they mean on the disclosure, when they're really thinking about these huge gas lines coming through the land.
Right.
So trying to help people with that's a deal too. Tell you what, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with more with Barkley Appraisals in a minute here on the Morning Show.
Introducing a new way to shop for a great night's sleep. Your Comfort Mattresses comes in 5 unique comfort levels from firm to soft, with cooling options to match your perfect sleep temperature. And no matter your price range, we'll help you find the perfect fit. Get deep, restorative sleep exclusively at Sleep Mart.
Our community, relationships matter. A handshake still means something. And neighbors look out for one another. At Farmers and Merchants Bank, we're more than a bank. We're your biggest supporters because every dream, every first step, and every big moment deserves someone who's right there with you. Farmers and Merchants Bank, rooted in Arkansas, growing communities. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Even on the most perfect day, the unexpected can happen. But with just one call to their local Red Ribbon expert at Overhead Door, they can get their garage door fixed or replaced in a jiffy.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. Experience the best in Mexican dining. Letty's in Gassville, voted numerous times as the best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Come out for delicious breakfast served all day, or enjoy an authentic Mexican lunch or dinner. $1.49 tacos on Thursday, 10% discount for seniors every day. No time? Call Letty's and have your to-go order waiting for you. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties, weddings, holidays, or big events. The best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Letty's in Gassville.
Well, folks, have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going? See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should call the Z-Team.
Discover comfort and style at Sleep Mart. From reclining sofas and love seats to manual and power recliners, sleep and lift chairs, we've got it all. Choose from a variety of styles, colors, and fabrics. All made with pride in the USA. Come to Sleep Mart today where comfort meets savings. Your senior healthcare specialist is VACO Insurance in Mountain Home. Retired law enforcement and disabled veteran owner Frank VACO and staff can help you with all your insurance needs. VACO Insurance provides coverage for most carriers in the area, such as Medicare, Affordable Care Act, individual, or any other health or life insurance options. With over 13 years experience and agents in multiple areas and locations throughout northern Arkansas and southern Missouri, VACO Insurance is the right choice to handle all your insurance needs. That's VACO Insurance, located in Mountain Home.
For all things glass.
And we're back here on the morning show here on XL7. I'm here with Barkley Terry Appraisals, and we have just kind of kicking over what appraisers do and how they affect the real estate business on our end of helping people buying and selling homes. When banks have the money, banks get the money from the G.
Yep.
So the appraisers and the appraisals, you're working for the bank, and people kind of misunderstand that as far as they're paying for it,
right?
But you're making sure that the bank's going to get their money back,
right? And I'm not an employee of the bank. No. I'm an independent contractor. I'm supposed to be the guarder of public trust. If Jim's selling a house and Joe wants to buy it and they both agree to a price, that's one thing. But it's another thing that it can be proved and defended. And then the bank comes in and said, well, we want that, but we want to make sure it's done by a disinterested third party, me. So it's a hard field to navigate, especially whenever it is just an opinion. But it's one that should not be discredited because it creates and should create a ton of public trust and allow a market to grow in a healthy manner. Mm-hmm. That seems to be, Bob, some of the misconceptions, and it's just like realtors. You're not the same as the other realtor down the street.
Oh, no question.
But whenever labels are made or titles are given, sometimes those can all be lumped together, good or bad. So I think this industry is looking for a significant change in the next 20 years, as is a lot of industries. But I do think we live in a very rural area with a lot of variables between lakes and rivers and acreage and property types that is going to lend itself to the good appraisers that can analyze that information, having success.
Yeah. And there's a difference between what you do and what people are going through right now, because the whole county, anybody who's watching this, your county got reassessed. And that has nothing to do with what you do and
Correct.
what your profession does.
Correct.
Those are mass appraisals. So the value that they come up with on that is done in a whole different manner.
Yeah.
So just so that everybody's clear on that.
Mark
didn't come out to your house and measure the house and say this house is worth that much.
I did not. And that's the other thing. Once you get an appraisal with me, that's yours and the bank's. Naturally, I have a copy, but even if I walked into the county's assessor office with it in my hand, they wouldn't accept it.
No.
They have their own form, their own style of doing these things, and they tabulated those values in a different manner.
Right. Yeah, it's a whole different system. So if you're going to go to the EQ boards and question the appraisal that you got, it's a whole different deal. So it's just
Correct.
something to keep in mind. We've had people come in, well, I appraised for this. That's great.
Right.
But it's got nothing to do with what the county's trying to do.
No, nothing to do with that. And those are mandatory reassessments.
Right.
I think those happen every
4 years.
4 years, okay. So those are just going to happen as time changes, as property values go up, and I think we both would agree over the last, well, pretty much since COVID, property values have increased quite well.
Yes, they have. Yes, they have. And so you, like I say, you work for the banks, and your job is to be fair and to make sure that they're protected and that the buyer's actually protected as well. That, like you say, to keep that middle ground. When people, where do I want to go with this? Get the appraisals done, and they have questions you say to ask you. I know we'll get some, and we'll go, this isn't right. Look, what did they use? Where did they get these comps from?
Yeah.
So sometimes we'll come up with the comps that we used when we were listing the house.
Right.
And say, does this fit into the grand scheme of things? And there's some properties that are so unique that it's very, very difficult to find comparables.
You would have
I'm
no
preaching
idea.
to the
Bob.
choir.
Yeah.
I know.
I did one the other day that I had to access the property through Missouri. It was on 18 acres, completely surrounded by Bull Shoals Lake, with a dock and a 3,000 square foot barn dominium. It was a beautiful home. It was gorgeous, and I loved it. But man, I had to go far and wide to find similar properties.
Yeah.
And that's what makes this area so great. Every day I get to solve a new problem. Some days that can be exhausting, but for the most part, we do lean heavy on each other. We do have those communications where what you listed this for this amount, Bob, and I think that relationship is healthy. I think it's healthy to say, you obviously as a professional know what you wanted to list it for, and you did. Let me utilize that information to see if that supports what it's selling for, and analyze that as far as comparables. So the more these industries, between the mortgage industry, between the realtors, the appraisers, and the more they can work together in honest and respectful ways, I think is only going to lead to the greater success and happiness of the general public through this process that can be quite exhausting.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I mean, because we were in between like 08 and 12 when all of that was going on with the whole financial wreck that it turned out to be. I mean, it was pretty much what's your number and go out and hit it. And that was, like I say, these are nationwide things, but that was a terrible thing to have happen.
It was a terrible thing to have happen. And a lot's changed. We've seen steady growth in this community.
Definitely. Oh, without a doubt.
And steady growth is always welcome. So I don't see any of that changing. We still live in a beautiful area. People are going to continue to age, retire, move here, seek refuge in our rural area with the lakes and the rivers, and they're going to want to spend retirement here or spend vacations here. And so I think we're going to continue to see an influx of wonderful people to the area, and we just hope we can serve their needs.
And that's really what it's all about. I mean, it's helping people find the right home for the right time of their life, that it's going to meet their needs to get people moving in. There isn't a lot of motion from one neighborhood to another. That happens, but it's pretty rare.
Right.
We get people that downsize, where they don't want to keep up the big house, on the acreage and keep that up, and Pa shouldn't be driving the tractor anymore.
Right.
Those types of things. And they're not really ready for a nursing home or assisted living or anything, but they're just looking for something a little smaller. That's a big part of it too, because you can never go home again.
Right.
People think they can go back to the old neighborhood and everything's going to be the same, and it's not.
And for the viewers out there, Bob, anyone that might see this later, those are some of the products we offer. At Terry Appraisals, we do a whole lot more than just bank appraisals. I do estate appraisals. I do retroactive appraisals where someone has inherited a property and I have to go back and value it when that person passed away a couple years ago, and to establish a taxable value. I do pre-listing appraisals. We do.
Yep. And we do that.
Oh, sometimes too.
Yeah, sure.
And then not only that, land. We do all kinds of different appraisals. So
you do commercials?
Commercial, I have started. Well, I'm finishing my commercial education.
Okay.
I finished all that up in June, and I am submitting documents to the board to sit for my board.
Good.
So hopefully that all works out.
Yeah. Good.
But we do commercial appraisals, and if it's something that we're not confident with, we'll definitely refer you out.
Well, right. Right. Yeah. Don't bite off more than you can chew.
No.
Yeah. Do you do VAs?
At the current moment, I do not do VAs. I would like to look into getting into the VAs.
Yeah.
But with the time-consuming nature of training 3 appraisers, I didn't think that it was wise to also take on the VA.
Yeah.
Which is its own thing.
It is it, and these new changes that are occurring because the different, like an octopus that's out there, and they're trying to get it more. And that they don't do that and maybe combine VA with FHA and RD. While they're different in some ways, they're not all that different. They shouldn't be as different in trying to get them done.
They shouldn't, but like from an appraisal standpoint, and I can't speak to the mortgage standpoint. Chris Nassari would be a better one to talk to about that. But from an appraisal standpoint, VA just has their own rules. Like it's this and it's nothing.
It's our way of the highway.
And it's this fee,
right.
And that's all that is. Sorry. And they just kind of operate that way, and that's okay.
Yeah.
And I think, of course, aiding veterans and those that have served in real estate home purchases and mortgages is a wonderful thing. I think it's one of the best things this country can do. But it's a more tedious process than if Bob calls me for an appraisal.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. We had a guy who had ivy on the side of the building. And we can't have any greenery touching the building and the VA.
Right.
So they came out there and they scraped it. The guy, that was why he was buying it, because he liked it. So they came and they scraped it all off, laid it out on the ground real nice, kept it nice and wet, took some pictures, and then brought it all back up and tied it all back on. But that's, you're dealing with the government, and that's what you get.
And sometimes things just don't add up.
No, sir, they do not. But that's what you get dealing with the government.
Yeah.
Which is, like I say, they're really behind the changes that you guys do, just to keep that uniformity.
Correct.
I don't know. I could see more statewide things, because we don't do things the same as they do in California, and they would want more regulations.
Right.
That if they get them on theirs, then that filters down to us.
Yeah.
Usually, it's an example, but any of these big states that you get. I appreciate you coming in.
Absolutely.
And helping to get the word out on how things are changing, and to start expecting a little longer waits in between getting them done.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a big part of this as well. 30-day closings are not going to be anymore.
No, and you can find us on our website.
Yes.
Ask us questions. Google Terry Appraisals. We're not hard to get a hold of and get our contact information. And if we can be of service to anyone, we're happy to help.
Phone number.
870-847-2959.
There you go. Thanks for joining us here on the morning show. I'll see you tomorrow with This Week in Real Estate. Have a good